Hello everyone. I've been doing lesson on nationalism. In fact, nung nakalipas na weeks, I guess that was it. Our focus was on East Asia, and this time we shifted our focus to West Asia. All these things, and in the past, as Araling Panlipunan teacher, and then in relation to what's going on right now at West Philippine Sea, I guess lahat tayo na mga Pilipino ngayon should look back in the pages of history. Ito bang mga nangyayari ngayon? Sadya ba na gusto nilang tumulong sa atin? Remember, America was our master for 50 years. Hindi tayo lumaya sa Spain. Mali yan. Lumaya sa Espanya, hindi po. Ibininta po tayo sa Amerikano. So, hindi tayo lumaya. Nagkaroon tayo ng panibagong amo. We actually lumaya sa Amerikano 1947, July 4. So, yung June 12, yan ay focus na kalayaan. Walang kalayaan nangyari nun. All government during those times ay halos under sa control ng Amerika. In fact, mga justices ng Supreme Court ng Pilipinas noon, Amerikano. Hindi nyo pansin? So we have some sort of, I would say, false history. Mayroon tayong mga sinabi na parang pie in the sky. At the time, we're not. In fact, our utilities until early 1970s, halos control pa ng Amerikano. Lumaya na daw tayo. So, look back. Bakit napakalaking issue ang West Philippine Sea? Anong meron? Now, America is here. Nandito na grupo ng Amerika, hindi basta-basta. It's a strike group. Nandiyan na rin ang Pransya. Germany is getting ready. I would say Europe is getting ready. Australia, remember Australia? Yan ay mga Briton din. Lala nyo yung word ng mga Indian before, brutish, British. Hindi alam ng Pilipino yan. Because we were only under British crown for 2 years. Parang hapon din lang. Saglit dumaan dito sa atin. Saka hindi natin alam kung gaano ka-brute ang mga British. Indian, he knows them full well. Pinoy, hindi. Sabi-sabing atin. Ang nakilala kasi nating version ng mga British ay Amerikano. Because Americans that are now in the United States of America ay hindi naman yan Amerikano eh. Yung mga unang dumating dyan, mga British din yun. Because they were persecuted. If you remember in our world history, they were persecuted in Europe because of their concept of religious liberation, which is Protestantism. Remember, since 538 AD, ang buong mundo ay pinaghaharian ng isang kapangyarihan. Sabi niyo, paano nangyari yun? Yes. Pinaghaharian ng isang kapangyarihan, and that is the Papal Rome. Nang nag-decline ang Imperial Rome, umangat sa kapangyarihan ang Papal Rome. When Papal Rome was able to subdue a, I would say, barbaric tribe, that is Heruli, Ostrogoths, and the Vandals. Itong tatlong barbaric tribe. Kasama to dun sa 10 na nagpahina ng Roman Empire. Unfortunately for them, they had this Christian tendency, and they were against the compromise of the Christian church at naging pagan Christian hybrid. Kaya ang pangalan niya nga hindi na Christian church, naging ano siya? Roman Catholic. It's no Christian church. It is a hybrid of Christianity and paganism. Kaya nga yung statue ni Peter, matanda pa sa lolo ni Peter. Kasi yan ay statue ni Jupiter. You think about that. So, anyway, we're not focused on that. Ang Papal Rome ay nasa kapangyarihan from 538 AD hanggang 1798. 1798. Nangyari ang end, dumating sa Papal Rome, ang pag-end ng kanyang kapangyarihan sa kamay ni Napoleon Bonaparte, kung tawagin natin dito sa atin, si Napoleon Bonaparte. Sa command ni Napoleon, hinuli ni General Berthier ang Pope noon at ikinulong hanggang namatay. May marami akong kwento dyan, and never mind about that part. We're not focused on that again. On the same year, sa taon din yan, the United States became a country of its own, free from the crown of Britain. Kasi kahit noon sila naglaya sa Britanya, sinasaklaw pa rin sila ng kamay ng British. Nasaklaw pa rin sila, dupuntahan pa rin sila. Until finally in 1798, in that particular year, they had their own independence. They are free. They are now a country without a king, a country without a queen rather, and a church without a pope. Remember the declaration. A country without a queen and a church without a pope. And that's America. So, before that, it's just but a British thing. America was just like that. Kaya kung titingnan mo, itong buong Asia noon, ang nakinabang dito ay mga British. Yung tumatalon ditong US ngayon, British din utak niyan. Yung Australia, lala nyo, yan ay kulungan ng mga British pa rin. Diba? Sa mga British to. Ano ngayon, ang tanong ngayon, anong interest ng British at ng Pransya? Dating mga amo ito, ha? Dating mga amo. Remember, they are no ordinary people. Dati silang mga amo, mga colonizer, mga mananakop, mga manlulupig, mga mang-aapi, mga manggagamit ng mga Asyano. Kaya wag na wag kayong magkamali, magtiwala sa mga to. Remember this simple word in history. This phrase that says, history repeats itself. Baka, doon tayo pumunta ulit. Before, their strategy was, including the Spaniards, of course, na naging master natin for so long, divide and conquer. Halos tayo magkagatan dito sa Pilipinas sa mga ginagawang ploy ng Amerika, ng mga British, should I say. At remember, yan din ang ginawa nila noon sa China. Sinira nila yung mga warlords. Ganon din ginawa nila sa Japan. Ganon din sa India. At ang Pransya, ganon din ang ginawa sa Indochina. I'm speaking about Cambodia, Vietnam, and Laos. I'm speaking out for the rest of the Filipino na hindi alam itong mga bagay na to, na ganito nangyari noon. Hindi kailanman ang British, itong mga tao to, gumawa ng kabutihan na hindi umaasa ng mas malaking balik sa kanilang negosyo. What they do is business. You have capital outlay, then you expect what? Return of investment. Funny how these things are. And I guess, yan ang natutunan nila sa kanilang amo dati. Kita niyo yung larong chess na yan? That's exactly how it was before. Anong amo nila dati? Papal Rome. Kaya nga katabi sa chess, tingnan yung chess. Katabi ng king, you have a bishop. Katabi ng queen, you have a bishop. Records of history would tell you that may mga ibang royalty na hindi anak ng queen, kundi anak ng bishop. Walang makakaupo noon na hari na hindi nakahalik sa paa, hindi sa kamay, sa paa ng Pope. This is a painful, I would say, painful part of history. Pilit na itinatago, hindi ipinapakita, nawawala sa libro. Kahit sa panahon ng Renaissance, halos mellowed ang pagkabanggit nito. Nakalimutan natin ang history ng Templars, Knight Templars. Kinalimutan natin ang mga taong to. At ang isa pang grupo ng mga knights na binuo rin ng simbahan, later on, sila rin ang pumapatay sa mga to. Think about it. The way of the papal Rome before has been learned by heart by these British people, by these European people. Kasi sila dating nasa ilalim ng kuruna ng Papa. Kaya ngayon, na sila na, after nang bumagsak ang kapangyarihang pangbuong mundo ng Papal Rome. Ba't sinabi kong pangbuong mundo? Remember dati? Hinati ng Pope ang mundo sa Portugal at Spain. He was the world power. Kaya niyang hatiin ang mundo. So, ang iba sa inyo, baka ngayon lang ito narinig. This is reality. Records would tell you. If you have access to Encyclopedia Britannica, Encyclopedia Encarta, sort of those things, Grolier's Encyclopedia, then you can read these facts. You can know about the Holy Inquisition, the Crusades, read about those things, and you would know better. And then you would know how to deal wisely with the current issue about the West Philippine Sea before it's kind of too late. Makaisipin nyo, ano to? Dito lang to, ngayon lang to. It's all about China. I don't think so. Because France, dati hindi ako parang, I don't react on it that much. But when France jumped into it, Germany is kind of preparing for it, and the other part of European people are kind of joining the brawl. That really alarmed me. Something is very wrong. There is something that they are now looking at that we just don't see. Remember, they're the old masters. Matagal silang master sa China. Matagal silang naging bahagi ng China. Mga amo ng India. So it's not far that right now, you're onto something. Let us be careful which side we take. I would suggest, in my humble capacity, that we insist on the side of the Philippines. And on a larger part, on a larger sense, on the side of Asia. Hindi tayo nagagamitan kahit noon pa man. Tayo nagtutulungan kahit noon pa man. But with these brutish people, noon pa man, sila tayo ay pinakikinabangan. Noon pa man, sila sa atin ay nakikialam. Noon pa man, sila sa atin gumamit, umabuso, kumontrol, pumatay at umapi. Think about it. Speak out your mind. Magbasa ng hindi madaya. Kasi hanggat hindi natin alam, we can be misled. Alalahanin nyo ang kanilang paraan. They have the same strategy but a different approach this time. They're still using who? Before, ginagamit nila mga clan leader. Ngayon, ginagamit nila mga politiko. They are dividing us para makangke. And I think it's not far from that. Kung iba naman yung paraan nila ngayon, pero they have the same ultimate goal. Control. And that is what I would say the most important part para sa kanila. That is their ultimate goal. So to every Filipino, I would say, be careful. Konting ingat nang hindi mabinat. History repeats itself. Speak up. Speak out your mind. Make sure, before you do that, nakapagbasa ka. Alam mo, anong mayroon, ba't nangyayari, at anong posibleng mangyari. Sa mga kababayan, salamat kung ito inyo nakita. Bilang isa sa mga takahubog ng utak ng ating mga kabataan, inisip ko na baka itong mga bagay ay mapakinabangan kahit ng ating mga medyo nakakatandang mga kababayan. Speaking out, that's my point. God bless you all.